What's up, people? All right, so in a prior video, I talked about the focal length on the fiber laser, but I never really explained how do you find the focal length for measuring. So the easiest way to do that, go into EasyCAD 2, make a square. You can make it square. I did it 15 millimeters by 15 millimeters. You probably want to find that your focus in the center. So bring that to the center. We're going to do a hatch pattern, but we're only going to use one tool. We're not going to use the other tools. We only need one. So we're going to disable 2. We're going to disable 3. And we're just going to use 1. We want it to continually burn, so we're going to do the zigzag pattern. 3 mil spacing. Average distribute lines. Don't worry about the rest of this. And click OK. All right, so down here in the bottom, you have this box that says continuous, and that means it's just going to continue to mark this hatch pattern until you stop it with the escape button or you click the cancel button. We're not going to use the default. We're only going to go about 50% power. It doesn't have to be full power. We're just marking a square. Frequency 35. And hopefully you've already adjusted your settings over here on your laser cutting off time with the other video that I showed explaining that. So when you click the mark button, what you're going to do is you're going to turn the knob for the Z-axis, and you're going to raise and lower the scan head until you hear the laser start to burn the metal. And then when it's at its loudest and most intense, that's your focal length. That's where you're getting the most heat input and the smallest focal point on the laser beam. So once you've done that, you want to do is find a reference on the outside bezel of the lens element. Remember, we don't want to touch the lens element itself because it has a coating on it. So what you're going to do is, once you have found your prime focus, find a reference mark or make a reference mark on the lens cap on the side and use that as your reference. And in this video, you'll hear the difference in the burning where I go past focal point, both too low and too high, and you kind of find the midpoint where it's burning the loudest and you can hear it's the most aggressive. That's your prime focus.